Hello, welcome. Welcome, how are you today? That's wonderful. My name is Dr. Jonas. Yes, I will be seeing you today as part of your sensory examination. The nurses tell me that that's what you're here for, is that correct? Perfect. Perfect. Okay. And I'm just going to go ahead and give you these forms right here. That way you can go ahead and fill those out. And those are just going to be some of our standard documents regarding HIPAA and just some other disclaimers that we have here at the clinic. Nothing major really. I think it's all standard practice. But if you do have any questions, go ahead and let me know. And I will take a few notes of my own here. How did you hear about us? Oh, okay. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I know them. I remember them. Yes, well, they're wonderful patients. They're very sweet. Yes. And you're related. Nice. Okay. And wonderful. Well, I'm glad that they referred you on over to us. I assure you that here we strive to provide the best health care possible. But at the same time, we very much pride ourselves in the atmosphere of peacefulness and tranquility that we provide here at the clinic. I think is one of the many reasons that our patients tend to come back. Yeah, no, I'm eager for you to be with us here. And can you just verify your date of birth for me? Okay. And full legal name. Okay. Perfect. Now, do you have allergies to anything latex? No. Okay. I just want to make sure in case there is anything, that way I can go ahead and just get that out of the way. Perfect. And how are you feeling right now? Good. Good. Any medications that might be making you drowsy or... No? Okay. Wonderful. Perfect. And if I can just have you sign here for me very quickly while you're completing those forms. Yep. Yep, just right here. Okay. Thank you. I'll take that. Okay. So, just to go ahead and get our examination started, I'm going to go ahead and just listen to your heart. I just want to make sure it's nice and healthy and there's nothing else there that we need to concern ourselves with. Yes, absolutely. Perfect. It'll just take a second. Take a deep breath for me. Yep, there you go. And one more. Hold it. And exhale. And we're going to do that one more time. Go ahead and inhale. Nice big inhale. Hold. And release. Wonderful. Well, your heart sounds great. That is wonderful news. So, I'm going to go ahead and outline the procedure here very briefly. Obviously, you are here for a sensory examination, so we will be examining your senses. And that includes sight, smell, hearing, and we can maybe even do just a minor taste test just to make sure that they're not tasting anything weird, which can be a sign of something different, right? So we will be checking that. And skin. So we're going to do a skin test and make sure that, along some of your nerves, making sure that everything is normal there. And yeah, I think I cover those all right. So sight, smell, taste, hearing, and feel. Skin test. Okay? Okay, great. So I think we'll go ahead and start off with your eye examination here really quick. Essentially what you're going to be doing is I'm going to be turning on this light right here, and you're going to go ahead and follow it, okay? So moves this way, I want you to move that way, I want you to move that way, etc. Now I want you to go ahead and do this only using your eyes, okay? So do not move your head. Okay, ready? Wonderful. And now I'm just going to go ahead and do it with this pen, okay? So no light. And same thing, just go ahead and look at this little planet Earth there on top. Go ahead and focus on that and follow it. Okay, that looks good. Perfect. And let me just go ahead and write that down. So your eyes are looking good. Now I'm going to go ahead and conduct a hearing test for you. I'm going to actually just use this very same pen with that clicking sound. And basically I just want to make sure that you are able to hear it on both the left and the right ear. That way I can make sure that your hearing is within an acceptable range for this kind of decibel level. Now, unfortunately, at the moment, I do not have my headphones that I normally would use to conduct this, but that's okay. I'm gonna just be using this pen, this clicking sound, and I'm gonna go ahead and do it at varying lengths away from your ears, and that should give me a relatively good understanding of where your hearing is at. And basically I just want you to tell me if you hear it on the left ear or the right ear. I'm going to go ahead and ask you to turn around and just let me know, okay? I'm going to do it a few times with this clicker here, and then I might just do a little tapping like that, and just to gauge your your auditory levels a little bit better, just because I know that the clicking sound in general is a bit louder. Sound good? Okay. All right, go ahead and turn around for me. Okay. Good. Good. Mm-hmm. Nice. Yep. Okay, and just a little bit. Yes. Yes. Perfect. Okay. Good. Wonderful. Okay. Well, you got them all right, which is exactly what I'm looking for. Oh, I do apologize for that. Okay, so let's see. Okay. Wonderful. Now, the next thing that I'm going to go ahead and have you do is just a very brief taste test, okay? Now, I have this Q-tip here. On one end, I have a more bitter taste, and I assure you that these are very, very safe chemicals. They are literally just meant to stimulate certain parts of your tongue to make sure that you're getting that same that you're getting the same response, right? So it's bitter, you should be tasting bitter. If it's sweet, you should be able to tell the difference, right? And so one side is sweet and one side is bitter. I will not tell you which one. I just want you to, I'm gonna ask you to just stick out your tongue, and I'm gonna go ahead and just swab very lightly on just from one end of your tongue to the next. And I just want you to tell me if you taste that as bitter or you taste that as sweet. Okay? Okay. And go ahead and stick out your tongue for me. Yep. Bitter. Perfect. And I'm going to go ahead and grab another one. A different one, obviously. I just want to make sure that your mind, if your mind knows that one side is bitter and one side is sweet on this one, well, you're already thinking it's going to be sweet, right? So I don't want that to sort of interfere. So I have a different Q-tip here, and this one has sweet and sour. Okay, so go ahead and tell me which one it is. One more time. Swab, swab, swab. Perfect. Sour, yes. I'm sorry. I think, those are pretty, sour and bitter are usually the ones that can be pretty easily distinguished. So the fact that you can distinguish them is a good thing. And I'm going to go ahead and grab one more. And I'm not going to tell you what is on either end of these Q-tips, okay? So, whatever it is that you taste, just go ahead and let me know. Okay? Swab, 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 swab. There you go. Sweet, yes. Perfect. I wanted to go ahead and finish that off with a sweeter taste. That way you aren't just tasting the bitter and sourness of the last two. Wonderful. No, you did great. You did great. Perfect. Let's go ahead and mark that off. So far, so good, let me tell you. Okay. I just love playing with this pen. It's my little fidget pen, and let me tell you, it just, I mean, as you can see, I even use it on examinations, and it just works wonderfully. And really, a good practitioner can make the best out of any tools that they have. So this is definitely a keeper for me. Anyway, the next test that we're going to be focusing on is your skin. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I have this sort of pointy object here, and I'm going to touch a few places on your hands, and then I'm going to do 1 or 2 spots on the face, just to make sure that you are feeling everything correctly, there's no numbness anywhere, you know, and this can also maybe help us determine if you have just any little things, you know, any sensations where you're not feeling, or maybe it's too much. That can be a sign of something else, right? So we just want to make sure that we address those. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start off with your hands. Yep, just like that. Just go ahead and lay out your hand for me like that. Just go ahead and relax it. You don't have to do any tension. Just sort of leave it out like that, as if, you know, as if they're gonna take your hand out. Okay, perfect. Now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to use the pointy end on your skin, just so that you can feel it. There you go. Yeah, it doesn't hurt. I know it's a little it looks a little sharp, but I assure you, that's the only pressure I'm going to be using. And then on the other end, of course, is just it's rounded off. There, you can see, no big deal. That one does not hurt at all. And what we're going to be doing now is I want you to tell me if you feel the pointy, if you feel sharp, or dull. Okay, sharp, pointy, dull is the rounded off edge, and I just want you to tell me what you feel. Okay, go ahead and close your eyes for me, please. Wonderful. Sharp. Yes. Yes, that is dull. That is sharp. Good. Sharp. Good. Dull, good, dull, good. Now, go ahead and flip over your hand, please. Okay, dull, good, dull, good, okay, sharp, good. Okay, now let's go ahead and do the other hand. And oh, that one was sharp. Okay, that's okay. Let's try that again. Sharp, good. Sharp, good. Sharp, good. Dull, yes. Dull again, yes. And dull, yes. Perfect. No, you don't have to worry about the first one. Sometimes, you know, it can happen. Is that you're doing great so far. Sometimes we'll make a quick mistake. Like I said, it's not like a super sharp end. So, I mean, you would definitely feel, you know, a needle or something like that, right? But this is not it, so it's okay to make one mistake. Okay, and dull, good. Dull, good. Sharp, good. Sharp, yep. And sharp, yep. Perfect. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing, but now I'm gonna go ahead and do it on I'm gonna sort of divide your face, and I'm gonna do it on either side, okay? Okay, and it's going to be the same thing. I just need you to tell me sharp or dull, and I'll confirm with you. Okay, so sharp, good. Sharp, good. Dull, good. Dull, good. Okay, now the other side. Dull, yep. Yes, that's dull again. Sharp, yep. Perfect. And last one. Sharp, perfect. Perfect. Well, you passed that with flying colors. Go ahead and put that tool away. Wonderful. Now, the last test that we're going to be conducting here is just going to be your smell, your olfactory. And I have a little container here, and it's got a mystery scent, if you will. And I just want you to go ahead and smell it and tell me what it is that you smell. Okay? Yeah. Perfect. Okay. What do you smell? Oh, nice. Well, I was expecting something more general, but yes, eucalyptus. You hit it right on the nail. Are you familiar with eucalyptus? Nice. Okay. Wonderful. Yes, it tends to be a pretty potent smell that's very easily registered by our noses. And so that tends to be a pretty easy one to do. Whenever people cannot smell eucalyptus, it tends to be a little bit more worrisome, right? Because it's pretty strong. So now let me go ahead and get one more, and this is going to be a container that looks exactly the same as the last one, and it's meant to, because again, we don't want to give off any sort of hints as to what it might be. So go ahead and take a whiff. Floral. You smell like flowers. Perfect. Yep. Yes, so that is like a jasmine infusion that I just had you smell. And it's just detecting, or it's just checking for two different olfactory areas, if you will, to make sure that you are registering these more subtle scents, like a jasmine, which, as you can tell, is much more subtle than eucalyptus. Would you agree, or did you smell that pretty strong? It's subtle. Okay. Yeah, perfect. That's exactly what we expect. And again, we just want to make sure that you're able to decipher the difference between those strong smells and maybe those subtle smells. And sometimes for some people, they can't really smell these more subtle scents, and that's okay. It just depends on the person, right? Not everybody is receptive to every scent, if you will. Okay? But that indeed does conclude our sensory examination. And I will go ahead and send these results on over to your family doctor. That way they can have the results in their office as well. But I can already tell you that just looking at these, I'm going to go ahead and measure or count them and take count on a little system that we have here, but it seems like you've passed everything. There's really nothing that's concerning me. I will look back into your history just to make sure that there's nothing else there for me to want to follow up on. But other than that, though, do you have any questions for me? Any concerns that you may have? No, you don't have to worry about the insurance or anything like that. We purposefully do not ask for it because I do not charge you for these examinations. Okay, I believe that certain exams and tests should be absolutely free, and so don't worry about that. Okay, today's visit is completely free. It is to make sure that you are healthy, your senses are healthy, and if you need anything that we can provide it, and of course recommend as well to your family doctor. That way they can follow up with you on a more regular basis. Okay. Okay, well, thank you so much for allowing me to conduct this examination, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.